and welcome to the English news of Bình Phước radio, television station, and newspaper. Now take a look at the top story today. Passengers pays working visits to Quảng Ninh province. The residents work with Ninh province. Permanent deputies prime ministers attended the 50th anniversary of Loc Ninh liberation. ADB maintained forecast for Vietnam's GDP grow at 6.5%. 7 Vietnamese billionaires named on the Forbes rich list. Party Giám đốc Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng paid a working visit to the northeastern province of Quảng Ninh on April 6.
At the meeting, Quảng Ninh leaders briefed the party chief on the implementation of the resolution of the 13th Party Congress and the province's socio-economic development tasks of the past time. Accordingly, in the context of the COVID-19 epidemic, the province still achieved economic growth rate of 10.28% in 2021, ranking second in the country. The security and order situation and protection of border sovereignty were ensured. Praising the efforts and achievements gained by Quảng Ninh, the party general secretary noted that the province needs to continue enhancing the spirit of dynamism, creativity, and innovation to develop more comprehensively and become a typical province of the whole country in all aspects. Quảng Ninh also needs to take people's satisfaction as the measure to evaluate the performance of party committees and authorities at all levels. At the same time, it must fight against expressions of populism, formal democracy, even demagoguery, the party leaders stressed.
President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc worked with the leaders of the southern province of Ninh on April 6.
Before the meeting with provincial leaders, President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc visited meeting on Dragon Fruit Cooperative in Chợ Gạo district, a typical model of linking production and consumption in the locality. Phúc appreciated the operation efficiency of the cooperative, which can ensure both business and welfare for members and employees. He asked the leaders of Chợ Gạo district and Tiền Giang province to support the cooperative to continue to expand production, promote production linkages, serving both export and domestic markets. At the meeting with the provincial leaders, the president emphasized that although the private economy and the cooperative economy have been paid a due attention, there's still shortage of big brands that can participate deeply in the value chain, while the economic commercial connection have still seen many shortcomings. The state leaders suggested that Tiền Giang should closely follow the party's state policy on collective and private economics, ensuring the principles of capital contribution on the basis of respecting the revolutionariness, equality, mutual benefit, and democratic management.
Permanent Deputy Prime Minister Phạm Bình Minh attended celebration of the 50th anniversary of Loc Ninh district liberation, April 7, 1972, April 7, 2022, and presented a second-class independence medal to the district.
During the resistance war against the U.S., Loc Ninh was the first district in the south to be liberated on April 7, 1972. After liberation, it became the capital of the Provisional Revolutionary Government of the Republic of South Vietnam, playing a role as a springboard and strategic base where the Central Office for the South and the Army Party Committee and Command Headquarters for the Liberation Army of South Vietnam operated. It was also where human and material strength were gathered, creating a springboard for all victories, including the historic victory of the Ho Chi Minh Campaign on April 30, 1975. On the afternoon of April 5, 1972, at 3:30 p.m., the artillery of the Liberation Army unleashed a firestorm on enemy bases at Loc Ninh, Hoa Lư, and Loc Tấn. On the night of April 5, 1972, Liberation Infantry attacked the military zone, the Night Task Force headquarters, and the Loc Ninh Special Forces base, among others. Isolated and facing a stormy attack from liberation troops, enemy forces in Loc Ninh were totally destroyed. On April 7, 1972, Loc Ninh was completely liberated and became the first district-level locality in the whole South to gain independence.
During a working trip to Bình Phước province, Permanent Deputy Prime Minister Phạm Bình Minh visited a residential area located adjacent to the border military post in Thanh Hoa Camille, Bù Đốp district.
Building residential areas adjacent to border military posts and border guard stations is a suitable policy from the Party Army Committee, Command Military Region 7, and the Provincial Party Committee and People's Committee of Bình Phước Province. After 4 years of implementation, this policy has recorded positive results in Bình Phước in general and Bù Đốp district in particular. The residential area adjacent to the Thanh Hoa border military post is a model residential project that meets the new style rural area standards being replicated along the border. The Party Army Committee, Command Military Region 7, and the Provincial Party Committee and People's Committee have built 50 houses and are currently preparing to build a cultural house and a kindergarten. The local cost for the project is 8.4 billion Vietnam dong. Households in these areas have been stabilized. The construction of residential areas adjacent to border military posts is a highlight in Bù Đốp district.
Also during his working trip to Bình Phước, Permanent Deputy Prime Minister Phạm Bình Minh visited officials and soldiers at the Hoàng Diệu border gate station under the provincial border guard.
The permanent Deputy Prime Minister spoke highly of the efforts of Bình Phước border guards in general and officers and soldiers of the Hoàng Diệu border guard station in Bù Đốp district in particular. He suggested that for those engaged in foreign affairs, it is necessary to actively exchange information with competent forces of Cambodia to promptly handle any arising cases in a spirit of solidarity, friendship, and mutual understanding, as well as respect for the independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of each other, thus contributing to building a border of peace, friendship, cooperation, and development. The Deputy Prime Minister also appreciated the helping children go to school and border guards adopted children models being implemented by the guard station. At the same time, he suggested that the station, in addition to its task of protecting national defense, security, and the border, support people in difficulties, helping them have a prosperous and happy life.
The Asian Development Bank maintains its forecast for Vietnam's GDP grow at 6.5% in 2022 and projected the economy to further expand by the 6.7% in 2023. It was heard at a press conference in Hanoi on April 6 morning.
The event was held to announce the Asian Development Outlook 2022, newly released by the ADB and updated by Vietnam's economic prospect this year. According to the bank, Vietnam's economy is expected to rebound to 6.5% this year and further expand to 6.7% in 2023 due to the high vaccination rate. It added that this will allow the government to implement more flexible virus control measures, push for trade expansion, further accelerate regional partnership, and boost tourism. The ADB, on the other hand, highlighted near-term downside risks that could cloud Vietnam's recovery, for example, the high COVID-19 infections and the slowing global recovery that could affect Vietnam's external trade.
Forbes magazine has just announced the list of the world's billionaires in 2022. Accordingly, for the first time, Vietnam has 7 representatives, the highest number ever, except for Vingroup chairman Phạm Nhật Vượng. The remaining billionaires are on has equivalent or the increased assets compared to last year.
The billionaires are Vingroup chairman Phạm Nhật Vượng, Vietjet Air CEO Nguyễn Thị Phương Thảo, Hòa Phát chairman Trần Đình Long, Techcombank chairman Hồ Hùng Anh, Thaco chairman Trần Bá Dương, Masan chairman Nguyễn Đăng Quang, and Nova Group chairman Bùi Thanh Nhân. Especially, this is the first time Nova Group chairman Bùi Thanh Sơn has appeared in the list of Forbes. Meanwhile, Mr. Vượng appeared for the 10th time. ranked 411th in the world. To be on the list, the method chosen by Forbes is to assess the size of an individual's health based on stock prices and exchange rates out of March 11th.
That's all for today. Goodbye and see you next time.